Well, if you're such a skeptic, then why the bloody hell are you coming with us then? Same as you, I'd imagine. And what for research? Money. You can't convince me you're coming for any other reason, mate. You know, we're not all driven by self-interest, Mr. Wilson. You want to go research fossils, dig them up out of the fucking ground? This is far more natural. Dr. Hammond has assured me Mr. Andrews, with all due respect, there is absolutely nothing natural about any of this. And what about you, young'un? What's your opinion on this? Like, all of this? The park is safe. It's the animals that aren't. It's just like any other zoo. InGen made this place with state-of-the-art tech. Spared no expense. Well, why am I sat here for then? Precisely my point. Sorry about that. I'm not good in helicopters. Can you hold this? Howdy folks, so just before this video starts, you'll notice that this is a part 1 video, mainly because, number 1, this is the most ambitious video that I've done in terms of creative storytelling, and it's taking a very long time. Just a lot of soundscapes. And 2, I have no idea if this is something people would like to see in the way of, this isn't really like my fixing Five Nights at Freddy's, fixing Modern Warfare 3. This is more like a how I would write kind of video, whatever the title says. A couple of people have expressed interest in seeing how I would interpret an IP, and I do definitely want to do that, but I thought that I'd test the waters with this. As a Jurassic Park fan, I am super excited about Jurassic Park Survive, and with everything being unknown, at least now, I thought why not give the story a swing. So thanks for listening. I really hope that you enjoy this part 1. I will shut up and let the video play. I'll catch you at the end. The game starts as our video did. Professor Andrews, Maya's senior professor, rides with Captain Wilson, a security head, and Marcus Manford, an InGen software technician. They travel through the park after landing as Maya is briefed on what to expect from her weekend researching at Jurassic Park. She is shown through the visitor centre and the laboratory that she'll be working in, through the Velociraptor's pen, and it's here that she witnesses a raptor getting shot with a rifle. Relax, it's a tranquilizer gun. Lethal means are always a last resort here. Maya is taken to her residence where the room contains a small laboratory for research and a view to die for, overlooking a herd of Gallimimus and Brachiosaurus. It's tranquil, beautiful, and as the sun sets, we fade to black. After a fade, Maya sits at her desk researching Alan Grant's book on the Velociraptor. She has her Walkman on and headphones cranked up loud. We hear Mr. Arnold's last call for the evacuation of the island. We see, however, that Maya is still head-on into her research and doesn't hear this announcement. The glow of the computer lighting her face in the dark. We see a small clock on her desk and transition to a much later time, a good few hours. The clock and computer display dwindle. Maya notices this and takes off her headphones. And as she looks around, power in the park goes off, plunging Maya into darkness. Leaving her office, she hears something off to the left, in the dark, down the corridor. The door suddenly swings open at the exit on her right and a flashlight beam lights up her face. Oh, there you are. Professor, what's going on? Where is everyone? I'm sorry, Maya, but our research break has been cut short. Nothing to worry about, just an incoming storm, but we have to leave right now to get you off this island. Professor, we haven't got long before the boat leaves, so once we get the all clear, we'll come back for your things. Professor, the power. We have to go now. Maya, the power isn't out, just here. It's all over the park. But that means... Precisely. Now. We have to go now. Maya follows Professor Andrews out of the residence and to his vehicle, a hatchback Jurassic Park Jeep. Andrews drives on through the storm with Maya, explaining how the storm isn't what knocked the power out, that it was something else. The last evacuation boat is waiting on the dock and all they need to do is get there in time. But suddenly something runs into the road. It's seen briefly in the lights before colliding with the car, sending the Jeep crashing off the road and into a ditch. Maya comes to, as does Andrews. Before they can really stop to think about what hit the car, they notice that the gates in front of them are swinging open. Searching the back of the vehicle provides Maya and Andrews with a map and 3 signal flares, and using the map they're able to determine that they have crashed only a short kilometre away from the East Dock, and though crossing through this gate means cutting through a pen of living dinosaurs, they also notice, as they take to the windswept roads, something is certainly following them. Maya and Andrews find a torch in the back of an abandoned jeep left by a fallen tree that blocks off the road. As the two climb through the fallen tree to the other side back onto the road, Andrews freezes. Maya sees Andrews' gaze fixed on something by the woods, and as she looks over, she sees nothing. But Andrews looks over to Maya with fear across his face, and the second he does, grey, thick bile is spat onto his face. In a panic, Andrews runs off-road with Maya scrambling to keep up. Something is chasing them from behind. Andrews slips and falls downhill and tumbles into a waterfall. Maya gives chase and descends much more safely. We see, atop the waterfall, a familiar jeep. Maya reaches Andrews and tries to move him, indicating that the East Dock is just ahead. The road is signposted just beneath them. Maya tries to help Andrews up, but in the fall, he's broken his ankle. I can't stand. I can't see. Maya, you have to go. Not a chance. Maya runs over to the jeep and opens the door, and the mauled and disemboweled corpse of Dennis Nedry falls out onto the ground. Maya? Maya turns, and standing on the rocks just behind her is a single compy. She looks over to Andrews and sees he is surrounded by a group of compy Sagnathus. They close in on Andrews, and without any warning, they attack, ripping and tearing at Andrews' flesh. The compy in front of Maya jumps onto her, latching itself to her arm, wrestling her to the ground. She pulls a flare from her pocket, striking it alight and burning the compy's eyes, forcing it to let go. She stands and waves the compys away from Andrews with the flare. She helps the critically injured Andrews into the jeep, throws the flare down and shuts herself in, using the tow cable to get down the hill and onto the road again. They race towards the East Docks as Andrew fades in and out of consciousness. The paralysis of the Dilophosaurus venom begins to set in. Upon reaching the East Dock, they discover they are too late, and the ship has left. Searching the East Dock, Maya finds first aid supplies for her and Andrews, and in the port's admin office, a radio is still breathing life.
This is Jurassic Park DD Century 01 transmitting in the blink. Any units receiving? I say again, this is Jurassic Park DD Century 0...
Hello?
Hello?
This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I'm an InGen scientist. I've been left behind on Isla Nublar. Please, turn the ship around.
Maya? Christ. This isn't from the ship, love. This is JP Century 01, Captain Alex Wilson. Where are you?
I'm at the East Docks with Professor Andrews. We've missed the ship. There are dinosaurs free everywhere. Professor Andrews is critically injured and I don't know what...
Right. Do me a favour and take a huge breath. Okay? I can help you. That's the good news. There should be a map on the wall in front of you. Find yourself at the East Dock. There is an emergency bunker to your northwest, built for just these occasions. I can meet you there and get you inside.
Okay. What's the bad news?
The bad news is it's inaccessible by vehicle. You're gonna have to walk once you get past the enclosure that's north of you. But you shouldn't have any problems. You'll find a series of tunnels accessible by foot which will take you straight to the shelter. Easy work.
Okay.
You can do this, Maya. I'll meet you there. DD Century 01 out.
Maya gets back to the jeep to find Andrews barely hanging on. He is pale and cannot move his right side. The ground proves thick and muddy as the jeep plows on through the rain before seizing up in the mud. The struggling engine and the lights dwindling catches the attention of something big. In the headlights of a thick haze of rain, the baryonyx approaches the jeep. Don't worry. They only eat fish. Suddenly, the jeep violently rolls over, the torch spilling from Andrew's lap and turning on, landing flat on the roof of the upturned jeep. An enormous eye leans down. The jeep begins to crush down into the mud. Maya kicks the door open and, grabbing hold of Andrews, looks to drag him out, but as she does, the jeep is pulled away from her, the light falling into the mud. In the rain and the moonlight, we see it standing tall. A Tyrannosaurus Rex. The baryonyx contests the T-Rex, and as the two giants fight, Maya tries to help Andrews free, but he's stuck. The T-Rex kills the baryonyx. Andrews tells Maya she has to go now. But as she goes to make her move, the T-Rex sees her before it attacks.
Hey! Over here! Come on! Right here! Come on! Run, Maya! Run!
Andrews waving the T-Rex's attention. Maya runs on, nearing the tunnel with the T-Rex now hot on her heels, and just as the Rex catches up to her, she slams the gate shut to the tunnel, falling back from the gate and catching her breath. Maya carries on down the tunnel and finds the emergency bunker, a trail of dark blood leading inside. She pushes the door open to find Captain Wilson sitting at a table of schematics, nursing wounds all over his body, lit by only torchlight. Told you. Piece of piss. Those little ones are fucking vicious, right? Maya helps Wilson dress his wounds whilst he fills her in on a way to escape the island. There's nothing getting through that storm. It'd be suicide. Take a look here though. Inside the visitor centre is a control room. The park's central nervous system of communication and security. I mean, you ask me, you probably shouldn't have put the two together, but what do I know? I'm just a mercenary. If there's a radio that's going to reach anywhere off this island, it's bound to be there. Maya agrees to go in now, but Wilson grabs her arm. Like I said, nothing's getting through that storm. We're as safe as can be in here. So, let's just wait until morning before making any rash decisions, eh? Are we really safe here? As long as they don't know how to open doors, I reckon. He smiles warmly to Maya, and the two settle in for the night. Come the morning, Maya and Wilson are awoken by a jolt of the power breathing life into the electrics of the bunker. The park's electricity has come back on. Maya prepares to move on to the visitor centre and tries to help Wilson to his feet, but his injuries are making it too hard to move with any urgency. Maya, just go. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. I'll be right. Just do me a favour. Robert Muldoon, game warden. He never left the island. If you find him, get his keys. There is a 12-gauge lifeline behind that door that could save you a lot of running. Wilson indicates to the arsenal locked away behind the wall. Maya says her goodbyes, tells Wilson she will be back, and sets off for the visitor centre. By the time Maya reaches the visitor centre, the events of the movie have come to a close. Maya looks up to the skies where she sees in the distance Hammond and the endorsement team's helicopter leaving the park. After taking a moment, Maya climbs the stairs to the visitor centre, where the doors slam open, knocking her down the stairs. As she hits the bottom, she looks up and sees Rexy exiting the visitor centre. Maya quickly hides behind the stairs pillar. Just as it seems the T-Rex has passed her, the T-Rex turns. Maya makes a break for the visitor centre door, racing up the stairs and through the doors. She presses her way up the atrium stairs, pursued by the Rex, and blasts into the control room. Inside the control room, Maya looks over the terminals to see that the security is back online and functional, and tries a local radio sitting on one of the desks. But to no avail. Just then, a man comes stumbling out of a cupboard in the room. Hi. Sorry if I scared you. I thought maybe you was one of those. You know. Maya recognises this skinny man as the same from the ride into the island, the one who vomited from supposed flight sickness. He sees her trying to use the radio. She asks, "Why are you still here? Why didn't you leave on the ship?" Well, I figured that even automated systems can't be 100% reliable. and wasn't I right? Our system went up, but I got it going again. Who was leaving the island on the helicopter? Helicopter? I don't know, but... Well, I wish I'd gotten that memo. That radio won't work if it's a ride out of here after mind. It's local only, but there is a way to get in touch with someone else. The man indicates to the map behind him, pointing to the peak of Mount Sibo. There's a comm station that broadcasts as far as, maybe even further than Costa Rica. Problem is, there's no one up there. And I can't go, because Well, I've got to stop the part from going backwards again, ain't I? The man looks at Maya, clearly implying that she goes. Look, if you go, I can direct you from here. Look, here, take this radio. I can use the CCTV to guide you as far as the mountain. And then when you get up to the top, there's a couple of speed bumps, but if you've made it this far... Maya takes the radio and asks, what speed bumps? Well, there's a couple of times you'll have to cross the perimeter fence to get to Mount Sibo. Which means I'll lose you because you'll have to kill the power to cross the electric fences. But as soon as you get the power back up, I'll have you in sight and I can cover you again. Maya gets up and readies herself to leave. Wait a second. You're an InGen scientist, right? Right. Well, tread careful, yeah? I'm Mark, by the way. Mark Manford. Good luck out there. Channel 2, yeah? Hi again. So, there it is. Part 1 of probably 3. I don't know. I didn't want to do this whole story in one go because, like I said at the beginning, this is taking a really long time. I've been working on this since just after the Five Nights at Freddy's video. Just soundscapes, hard, yeah. I'm going through a bit of a, personal wobble at the minute, and I don't want to fart anything out that I'm not proud of. And you know what? I'm proud of this, and I'm happy with this. Yeah. So please, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Maybe give me some of your ideas. I might include them in the next parts. I definitely have like a roadmap of what I want to do with the story. But if your idea takes my eye, I might put it in, and I'll include your name and put you on the screen and be like, look at this person. They're brilliant. Look, big brain. If you want to see any specific stories of your favorite games into movies or movies into games, I don't know, let me know in the comments. Thank you for all of your support on the Five Nights video and the Modern Warfare video, all of the people that have subscribed. The growth is crazy, and I'm really excited for the future. 2024 is going to be pretty exciting. I hope I didn't just jinx it. So happy new year, folks. Stay safe, stay great, and I will see you in the next video. Dara.